What's good, man? This your boy Keo, MBS Central, MBS Uncensored. And I'm with my guy right now, True X, the Sports Junkie on audio. What's good, bruh?
Wow! What? There's no way. It can't be true, Keo. It can't be true. I know I'm supposed to be what's good, everything. Nah, this can't be true. This
So,
is.
so obviously, we're not here to talk about the Royal Rumble. We're not here to talk about the Business Venus fight. The Super
I thought that's why you was calling me when you called me.
Nah,
I'm
man.
like,
I got a notification and I was like, wait, what? This can't be true. I was like, hold up, I'm about to call X. I'm calling you, and then you was like, I was like, hey, you want to do a blog right now? He was like, about what? And then when I told you, you didn't believe me. I was like, hold on, I'm about to send you this right now, and then at this moment, you still don't believe me. So, baby,
bro, Bleacher Report, ESPN, it's trending on Twitter, and I still do not believe this is true.
so
It
basic.
can't be true.
So basically, what we're talking about is one of the biggest blockbusters trade that I've seen in a minute. So basically, it's a three-team trade. The Los Angeles Lakers, yes, the Lakers, will be receiving Luka Doncic, Max
What?
Kleber, Markieff Morris, and in return, the Mavericks will be receiving Anthony Davis, Max Christie, a 2029 Lakers first round pick, and then the Jazz was also involved in it. They get Jalen Hood, the Clippers 2025 second round pick, and the Mavericks 2025 second round pick. But the story is Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. That's the two elements behind it. I'm shocked by it. I'm really speechless by it right now. X still at the point where he doesn't believe this trade actually happened.
No, no. How can we believe it? Luka Doncic, I believe, is 25 years old. He's coming off of going to the NBA Finals. Literally, last year, him and Kyrie got it together in the playoffs and they put their team on their back, got them to the finals, and you blew it all up for a guy that's turning 32 next month? It makes no sense. And I know this has nothing to do with fantasy, but nobody should say anything about a fantasy trade anymore because this is like a veto. Like you can veto this trade. I know if it was fantasy, I
Nah,
mean,
but
it's
come on, man.
what?
We don't come on, but let's not act like Anthony Davis is like a scrub.
An- Anthony Davis is he's a stud. He's an all-star this year. Respect to him. But I'm looking at it like a dynasty league type thing in fantasy. I know I'm just I know I shouldn't even bring up fantasy, but I'm just saying, what are you thinking giving up a 25-year-old that most would tell you is a top five player in Luka Doncic? It makes zero it makes zero sense. I'm like in shock right now. What like dog? Luka Doncic, like I'm trying to think, like, why would you trade Luca? Like, it makes zero. This can't be real. This gotta be fake. I think somebody hacked my man's stuff, bro. Can't be real.
Well, the report's out right now. It was first reported by Shams. Shams is like the main guy
Yep.
when you break down the trades, free agency, anything that breaks down in NBA news, kind of like what Adam Schefter does for the NFL. So Shams is that guy. So if Shams reported it, it's legit. It's real. I
And
believe it.
I just feel like somebody had to hack it again. All I'm simply saying, I think the Lakers have 28 wins this year. The Mavericks like at 26 wins this year. We understand that Luca, Kyrie, they haven't been on the court all this year. We understand that. But what we do understand is Luca is like 25 years old, or maybe off a year, maybe 26. But he's right there. He hasn't even entered his prime. And you're gonna trade him away for a guy that's about to turn 32 next month. What?
Yeah, man.
That makes zero sense to me. Like I am like in shock right now. Like there's no way around it. I just don't understand what they were thinking. Had they gotten Anthony Davis, or let's just say Jimmy Butler would have been included in it, and they would have ended up with Jimmy Butler and the Mavericks, bro, I still wouldn't have traded Luka. But it would have to make more sense to me. I just don't understand where you're going with this. Dallas, I think, is going to forever regret this. The Lakers win this by a landslide. I don't care
Wow.
if the listen, it doesn't even matter if the Lakers win a championship this year. The Lakers have set themselves up for the next 5 to 7 years with a guy that they can truly build around, and it's already LA. It's the Lakers. It's the most, one of, if not the most prestigious team in the NBA. And people love going to play for the Lakers. Now you got Luka Doncic, you got the cornerstone. So you're gonna hand the keys from LeBron to Luka, and people's gonna go play over there. I just don't
Yeah,
understand
man.
what
And
Dallas was
I
doing.
mean, it was people knew how to defend the Lakers with Anthony Davis and LeBron. Now you got Anthony Davis. Now you got LeBron and Luca. I'm not sure how teams could defend that because both of these guys could play in multiple positions. Both of these guys could handle the ball well, and both of these guys can ball like their life depended on it, man.
I can't wait to hear Mr. C and Yvonne's take on this, if this is true, because one loves Luca, one loves LeBron, and now and they'll be playing together. I am like, dog, I'm not even lying to you. Now, I've been watching sports. I always talk about this. If you know me, like personally, like I grew up watching sports. I didn't grow up watching cartoons. Keo knows this. All my closest friends know this. I grew up writing, during the draft time, what team. I have notebooks of this stuff of who got drafted in the first round, who got drafted in the second round. I have notebooks of who went here and who does this as far as free agency. And I have never in my entire life been more shocked by a trade in my entire life. This is wild.
So basically, so this was also just reported now by Shams, and he said that the Mavericks approached the Lakers recently and offered Luca. Sources tell ESPN. The Lakers brass met and believed the 24-year-old Doncic had the ability to be the face of their franchise for the next decade, while giving Anthony Davis a win now move in Dallas.
Wow. I agree with that. I agree with what you said the back end. Like the Lakers, I don't even care. Like if it works out and LeBron and him could do something and maybe make some noise in the playoffs, that's cool. That sounds good. But I got a guy that I can build around that's 25 years old and is a stud. And I'm the Los Angeles Lakers. You know we about to make moves. You
The
know we
crazy
about to
thing
get it popping.
the crazy thing is Dallas approached the Lakers with that trade. It wasn't LA that approached them with this trade.
Oh my God, Mark Cuban and the oh my God, I cannot believe this, and it's real. It's real now. I know it's real. I got multiple reports. It's real. I am like Lakers win this going away. Not even close, bruh. Not even close. Um, do you think the Mavericks are going to win the championship now with Anthony Davis? And you know I love
No.
Kyrie Irving.
No.
No, nobody thinks that. And I'm not saying they don't have a chance. I know Anthony Davis is great. I know Kyrie Irving's great, but I don't think they're gonna win the NBA title.
So
And
as of
even
right as
but
of right now, the Lakers are the fifth seed in the West right now. The Mavericks, they're in the borderline of a play-in. So
right, so like the only way, and I'm gonna say this now, and you can put this as like a little tagline. The only way the Mavs end up with, I don't even want to say with winning the trade because I don't think they can win the trade, even if they were to win the NBA title, is if they win an NBA title. If they don't win an NBA title, they're going to be kicking themselves forever. This is horrible. I think they could win a title this year, which I don't think they will, but they could win the title this year. I still feel like they lost in the trade because I think the Lakers could win 3 or 4 with Luka Doncic.
Wow.
That makes no sense to me because you have to think it's Luka. People's gonna go play with Luka. Not only on top of that, it's the Lakers. Dog, Shaq left the Magic to go to the Lakers. We've seen
I
this
I
before.
I think the crazy thing about this is they're getting a top three, top five player in the NBA right now. The Lakers are getting a top three, top five player in the NBA right now. A guy that just went to the NBA finals. You could say, whoever contributed on that Dallas team last year, but that engine, it was Luka Doncic, man.
For
Like,
sure. For sure.
so this is crazy though, man. I'm still speechless about it, and I'm like, damn, the Laker fans got something to brag about now.
Yeah, I mean, dog. Okay, look, I'm gonna show you that on top of this. Luka Doncic's Lakers jersey is about to be the number one jersey in the world right now. Are you crazy? Luka Doncic? Oh
I
my!
feel,
Hey, I want
hey,
to talk to Antonio. Where is Antonio? Antonio is a Luka Doncic fan. He's a Mavs fan. I know he's kicking himself right now.
I kind of feel bad for Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis he has been balling this year. He's been playing elite level basketball. And then on top of that, he did say something of, hey, we need to make some moves. We need a big man on our team. And then next thing you know, boom, Anthony Davis gets traded.
Wow. Wow. And this is no knock to Anthony Davis. It just is what it is. Anthony Davis Mavericks jersey is not gonna sell whole. I'm not saying it won't be on Luca's level. And on top of that, dog, if they don't win a championship, bruh, this may go down as oh my God. I just man, it's horrible to me. Horrible.
You're saying if the Mavericks don't win the championship?
They lose in this trade by it may go down as one of the worst trades ever if the
But
Mavericks don't win a
but but
championship.
going into the season, nobody expected the Mavericks to get back to the NBA
But
finals.
this is the thing. They went to the finals. The Mavs, you could say with Luca and Kyrie, you could say to yourself, well, they may be able to build, maybe this offseason even more or next offseason because they're not far away. They were in the finals. They were there. You blew it up after what? 40 games this year? 30 games this year? It's 40, about 40 games this year. You
Yeah.
was in the finals and you blew it up after 40 games? It makes no
And
sense to
and
me,
the
man.
worst part of it is Anthony Davis recently got injured. So
That's my thing. That's even another thing. Anthony Davis, granted, he's been more healthy as of late. But dog, Anthony Davis, dog, you traded away Luka Doncic. I cannot like dog. When you think in the NBA, talk about people that's like untradeable, right? Like you're not gonna trade that guy, right? Okay,
yeah.
you got Jokic, but even Jokic is up there, not up there in age, but up there in age. Giannis is getting up there in age. The two young guys that you could really say to yourself, oh, I can't see them getting traded is Victor Wembanyama and Luka Doncic. Now, at one point before they won last year, Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, some people were like, they might have to break them up, if they don't win. But you didn't really believe that in a sense. But this, you couldn't have told me Luka Doncic or Victor Wembanyama would have been traded.
Well, to
I,
be fair, Luca's also injured also.
yeah, but dog, it's Luka. Unless they know something about the Luka injury and they trying to pull a fast one, I think they're gonna regret this, bro. I think the Lakers are gonna win some championships with Luka Doncic.
Anthony Davis before he got injured 25-11. Luka Doncic this season 28 8 and 7.
Dog, dog, dog. We watch basketball, but we're not doing this right now. Dog, there's no way if me and you, I was working for the Mavericks, you were working for the Lakers, or vice versa, and I told you, look, bro, I'll give you Anthony Davis if you give me Luka Doncic. What would you tell me? You'd hang up the phone on me, huh? Be real.
Oh, yeah.
I would hang up the phone. I would laugh and hang up the phone on you. What, bro? Bye, bro.
So you
Why am I going to trade you
so
Luka
wait,
Doncic?
you think this is a lopsided trade?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anthony Davis is on the back end of his career. Anthony Davis already won a championship. I know he's still playing at a great level, but Anthony Davis can literally, I'm not trying to be funny, he can literally be out the league in the next 3 years. I'm calling a spade a
Uh,
spade. He could be, I'm not saying he will be. He might be
I
still a good player. But in three
I
years,
well, I'm kind of different when it comes to you do. I think it is a bad trade, but I don't think it's a lopsided the trade the way you're looking at it though.
bro, I'm thinking to myself, man, if I trade Luca, bro, I want a young stud, a young go getter. I want picks. I want multiple players. I trade Luka Doncic, bro. I want somebody that can, like, okay, like let's just say just for argument's sake, right? If I
Right.
trade Luka Doncic, let's just say to the Boston Celtics, and you gave me Jalen Brown, who's still young, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Brown, and you gave me some other pieces. I would look at that and say to myself, okay, Jalen Brown's young. He won a championship. Him and Kyrie might be able to make it work. I'm just using that. They might not be able to make it work because they played together. So maybe that was a bad example. But I have to get somebody that I feel. If you would have traded to Minnesota for Anthony Edwards, cool. I get it. That makes sense to me. Ant is young. I can build around Ant. Maybe I just don't like the fact that Luka's never in great shape. He's injured, and maybe him and Kyrie might be able to work better together. I don't know. But what they just tried, I just look at it, I said to myself, Anthony Davis is injury prone. Anthony Davis is about to turn 32 years old. And really, if we're being honest, I don't think you're gonna win a championship this year with Anthony Davis. Maybe they feel like they may have a chance of winning the championship. But
I,
in the next 3 years, if they don't win a championship and Anthony Davis is a backup or he's not the same player he is right now, which is can definitely happen at 35 years old. I'm just sitting there saying to myself, I gotta look over there
I,
in LA at a 28 Luka Doncic, and I'm like, we had him and we traded
I,
this guy that's on our bench
I,
for that guy right there.
yeah, the trade don't make sense to me though because all the all the Mavericks got back is Anthony Davis and they got Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the 2029 first round draft pick.
Bruh. Hey, shout out to the Lakers, bro. They never seem. I don't know how them dudes do it. They always end up with the guy that they want. The only trade that you could say they didn't get up with the guy that they wanted was Chris
uh,
Paul. But I mean, God, over the years, this team,
and,
this franchise just finds a way to get
and
star-studded athletes.
and to be honest with you, I think the Jazz are more winners than the Dallas Mavericks right now because they got two second round draft picks.
Man,
Because because
I
because the Jazz not only do they still have their first round draft pick, they get the Lakers no, they get the Clippers second round draft pick. They get the Mavericks second round draft pick and they have their own second round draft pick.
nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think that both of those. If I'm the Jazz, if they needed me to make that trade happen, I would have been like, nah, I'm not helping y'all make that trade happen. Why would I help y'all make that trade? I just think that the league, bruh, the Lakers are there now. The Lakers literally have set themselves up, and they're the winners of the trade. I gotta give them a round of applause
So
because
are the Lakers the favorites right now in the
no,
West?
no, no, no. It's not that they're the favorites today. That's not why they won the trade today. It's not about today. What I like about the Lakers trade is they're thinking not just for this year. We're not even thinking about just this year. If LeBron decides to walk away, at the end of the day, they're not gonna go through a downtime, in my opinion. They're not gonna go to
Or
a
a
point where
reset?
we're a reset. They're not looking at that no more. They got a 32-year-old off their books and bought in a 25-year-old guy that's a superstar. And now you can build. When that money comes in, like now you have cap, you're going to be able to build around Luka Doncic. And people are going to come play with him. And I
Yeah, they
just think the
don't.
Lakers set themselves up brilliantly.
I don't think they wanted to make that mistake when they started drafting guys like D'Angelo Russell, Lonzo Ball, Julius Randle, and try to actually make it work. Now, you know, what they did with Shaq and Kobe was dope. After Shaq left, they tried to build the team around Kobe. And then when Kobe left, they had their little hiccups
Right.
in the next couple of years, and they brought LeBron in, then they brought AD in, and they didn't want to make that mistake. So you know what? Hey, let's bring in the the face, the
This,
possible
this,
new face
this,
of the
this puts
franchise,
this puts it in
Luca.
perspective for you, Keo. Had I been like, I'm a Pelican fan. I for Luka Doncic, and people can say, "Oh, XU Wild," and you can make this as a little headline. I would have gave them Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and something else for just Luka Doncic.
Wow,
They could have had
damn.
Zion. They could have had Brandon Ingram. They could have had CJ McCollum. I would have gave all that up for Luka Doncic because Luka Doncic, and I'm not saying he wants to come to the Pelicans. I'm saying he's a guy that you can build a franchise around. He's a guy you can build a franchise around. And you gave away the franchise tonight, Dallas. Kudos. We're gonna clap up for you. Give you a little. Oh my! I'm shocked.
The Lakers didn't really give up much away. I thought they could have. I thought Dallas probably would have wanted more. Like if I'm
Man.
Dallas, I would at least wanted Dalton Connect or something like that.
Yes. And you okay? You're going for it. I'm going to get a superstar in Anthony Davis. Cool. I'm cool with that. He's in his back end of his prime time. Right now, you get him. You get Dalton Connect. Now you got a key piece that's young, that can shoot, can get the bucket, get you buckets. You're adding now to what they have, and you're trying to. I think they're trying to go for a championship right now. If they believe that Anthony Davis is that guy, then hey, shout out to them. I just don't think they're gonna win the championship this year, even with Anthony Davis. If
I
I'm wrong, I will give them their flowers and say, hey, maybe they feel like maybe Mark Cuban them feel like, you know what, it's worth it. We got a championship out of it. If they was to win a championship. I
I
still don't
I
think it's worth it.
I don't think I never looked at Dallas as a team that will win the championship going into this year. Even with the trade now, I don't think they can win the championship. Even with the addition of Davis, I think they'll definitely improve that team to move up. But I could see them getting knocked out possibly in the second round or something like that.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking to I don't even know what I'm thinking to myself. I'm trying to think to myself. Or okay, so let me put this out there. Um, I'm trying to think. Okay, so they have Anthony Davis, they have
Clay
Kyrie Irving.
Thompson,
Yeah. Um, bruh, the kid that's going to BYU next year, AJ the Banster, right?
yeah.
I hope I said his name. I always be butchering his name without, but he looks like a superstar. Unless they think they can land him, maybe they go for a shot this year, and then next year they just crash and sell it, like get rid of everybody, and they're trying to shoot for him. Even then, you had Luka Doncic, bro. I can I just Luka, bruh. This is bro. I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah.
it right now, but you know what? Maybe they're playing chess, and I'm thinking checkers wise, but I'm actually thinking chess wise because I'm not worried about this year. I'm thinking about the Lakers for the next 5 to 7 years, even maybe further than that if Luka get in shape. He has LeBron there with him now. We know how LeBron's a specimen. He's always in the best shape. If he can get Luka into great shape, bruh, the Lakers are set up for the next 10 years, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
that serious.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Dallas they still have a good roster though, but I don't think the roster is good enough to go far, man. Like I still don't. And I think the Lakers, you think about the future and all. I think the Lakers just put them in front as one of the favorites to win the title now.
Well, I don't think the Lakers are gonna win the title this year. Just because Bron is 40 years old, Luka's been nicked up. It's gonna take time for them to figure it out. And even then, I think they must know something. The Lakers, Bron will probably retire soon,
But
and they're
who
gonna
would
build around. They're gonna build around Luka,
but who would have thought the LA Lakers at this time of the season would have the fifth best record in the West? Like
right? Right.
we didn't even have them in the playoffs this year.
And guess what? They didn't care nothing about that. And that's what I love about what the Lakers are doing. Some people would say, man, we may be one player away where we can go after this NBA title this year. But the Lakers said, nah, we're not playing checkers. We're not trying to win just this year. Bron and AD gave us one. That's cool. We trying to win multiple championships. We gonna get Luka Doncic. He's available. Let us get it. And I agree with that method. I agree wholeheartedly with that method. You got to set yourself up long term. It can't just be for the now. Hey, I
The
think the
La-
Lakers won, man. Slam dunk. A+ trade for the Lakers. For the Mavericks, I'm giving it a C-. And the only way that doesn't turn into an F is if they win a championship. If they don't
yeah,
win a championship, they are forever gonna hate themselves for that trade.
I'm going C also in this one. Um you're more harsh on the Mavericks right now. But I'm giving the Lakers an A- in this one. This
A
is definitely an
minus.
A
They could
minus,
never
man.
got.
It's still an
Who could they
A.
have got? Okay, who could they have gotten better than Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis? There's literally nobody they can go get that would be better than Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis.
Say that again. My
Who
headphones popped.
who could the Lakers have gone got? Like if you said Anthony Davis was gonna be traded, you for sure wouldn't have thought it was for Luka Doncic. You had everybody said, oh, they'll get Trey Young, they'll get De'Aaron Fox,
No,
they'll get somebody cool, and those guys are great. They're not
no,
Luka
no,
Doncic.
no, 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 no. I agree with you on that one. Because like you said, Luca is one of those guys that's untradeable. Like I just see a few guys that's just untradeable on their team. I think LeBron is one of them. I think Steph Curry is one of those guys, and obviously Luca is one of those guys. Obviously Giannis is one of those guys also. So, yeah, I'm definitely surprised by this happen. I never seen anything like this when you are one of the best players in the world, like a top five player in the world, and you get traded during the middle of the season.
Man.
We seen KD move teams, but we never seen KD move like this though. Get moved like this though. And normally, when you will hear certain things in the rumors and player potentially getting moved. I didn't notice anything about Luca. I heard any rumors about him getting moved or wanting to get moved. I did not see that
Right.
coming.
Right. Like, bruh, think about it. Like, just I'm gonna just throw another team's name out there. Because we never heard nothing about Luca getting traded. But let's say Denver, right? A team like Denver. If you're a GM of Denver, bro, I would have literally told them they could have any three players on my team except for Nikola Jokic. I would give you Jamal Murray. I'll give you, Michael Porter. Whoever you want, whoever you want, give me the three, and I'll do that with whatever picks you want for Luka Doncic. I just feel like they could have did if you would have let the NBA know that you was willing to trade Luka Doncic, bro. I just feel like you could have hit a home. Leave that alone. You could have hit a home run with that. You could have hit a home run. So I don't know.
Yeah, man, this is crazy though. I did not see this coming. I'm still speechless about it, but obviously the trade did happen though. Luka Doncic gets moved to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, man.
And we're gonna talk more about it on the MBS show. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't be on a visual for y'all today, but trust me, I am shocked. And we're gonna definitely talk about it on Tuesday or Wednesday whenever we do the MBS show when we're live. Again, for me, Luka, the Lakers, A+ for them. Maybe the one of the greatest trades I've ever seen pulled off by a franchise to trade a 32-year-old for a 25-year-old. Oh my God.
well,
robbed them. So shout out to the
well,
Lakers,
well,
man.
we'll definitely talk more about it, man. We wanted to jump on here really quick on this Saturday night, and it happened so late. So, go ahead, X, give your shout outs really quick.
Hey man, shout out to you because I didn't even I thought you was calling me about the Benavidez fight. I'm like, man, what deal was so I'm not doing no show about Benavidez when I knew he was gonna win. Oh, but shout out to you, man. Shout out to Benavidez, by the way. He looked great. But shout out to everybody, man. Y'all subscribe to the brand. Go hit us up on TikTok, MBS Central. We gonna probably put some of this video on there, so y'all just be
Oh
waiting
yeah,
out for it.
definitely.
But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all Tuesday or Wednesday.
All right, man, definitely, man. With that being said, man, that's X. I'm Keo. MBS Central, MBS Uncensored. Until next time.